The weather is raging outside. The temperature, minus 50 degrees C, and Carmen has been recovering. Staying wrapped up in her suit, she's gotten as comfortable as can be, letting her body recover and preparing to head back out into the white. It's right around dawn, and with the goal of covering more ground today, she'll have to deal with that growing thirst first. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm, Aftershock, where, we need to deal with thirst before we head on out into these fields here, the ice fields between the cities, as we search for a remnant of proper civilization, somewhere that we're going to be able to start again, or at the very least that Carmen's going to be able to start to collect goods, because right now everything's scattered across the world. And in the kitchen here, well, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to just heat up some of the existing clean water that we've got, because we do actually have 2 units of clean water right here. So we might be able to just use this and heat it up. Let's see, activate. We're going to heat up food with it, and it's going to be the 2 clean water. Oh, don't heat it up all the way because we enjoy it cold. I mean, yeah, nice. Okay, well that's good, but we are also going to have to try and cook some as well. We might have enough charges to just do 1 at this stage. Yeah, 1 thing of clean water that will pour into a bottle and we'll slurp that back. Okay, that's the thirst done with for now. We're not feeling hydrated yet, but we're out the danger zone, and it sounds like things have calmed down outside as well, so that's nice. Now, I did notice that we have a lot more that we can craft now. Our fabrication skill is higher than it was, and there's probably a range of weird things that we wouldn't otherwise be able to craft. Maybe a lot of those things we're actually going to need recipes for that we're not going to know just off the top of our head. But hey, we can make ourselves a net backpack. We can make ourselves a makeshift knapsack if we desire. Just having like a proper bag would be nice, because right now we're just using a messenger bag. Oh, and actually, you know what? I was talking about us going out, but we can get our computing skill a little bit higher, and I'd be all about that. So we're going to crouch down here, and we are going to have to use, charge on our device. Let's say that's probably going to be worth it. Oh, and it really didn't take that long, just about an hour. We will stop practicing. That's computing level 2 that we've got now, which I'm most certainly happy about. So with the weather still being nice outside, we are going to go and get out and, I was going to take that, but I guess not. There we go. That's better. Outside. So what I'm thinking is we're going to head northwest, kind of towards where we started, to see if we can discover anything in these fields here. What I'm really hoping is that we're going to be able to discover something like a radio tower, a communications tower, something like that. Ooh, we do have a scavenger to the north, and I tell you what, I'm kind of intrigued to see how well the laser pistol will work against them. We've got a lot of these plasma cells with us. We were unable to take the plasma pistol. But I don't even know how much charge the laser pistol uses, like each time we use it. Maybe we wait until we have to fight, eh? I feel like that would probably be better. Yeah, so safe mode is going to go back on. We're going to continue wandering. We've seen it like immediately. It's not coming for us right now. But yeah, we're going to be having a wander out amongst the snow. And there's a blue jay. There is life that is familiar to Carmen that's still out here. And that's somewhat comforting. We can see a body in the snow and the start of another town, a house in the distance. They are not wearing much. So it makes me think that were things always this cold? Or did your cool resistant gel just run out? I think we're going to start heading a little bit more directly north now. And it looks like on our east we have another, that's the same hydrothermal flats. That's the same flats that we know about. It looks like we've made it up towards the edge of Raynham at the moment. Just traveling directly northwest here. We haven't discovered anything else out here. But we do have this kind of semi-lonesome road that we might want to try and follow, because that's kind of just going off into nothing. That's usually a sign of something, at least in traditional Cataclysm. It looks like in this case, it's the sign of a much smaller settlement, or maybe just the western arm of this city. Like all the others, many ruins. And we know that the ruins can contain some interesting things, so I might want to have a little bit of a flit around these ones, but we're going to be ducking in here real quick just to see if we can discover anything else of use. Ideally, a bloody backpack. I will be taking relatively high charge batteries when we find them, just because I think we're going to be using them, you know, a fair amount, especially if we're going to be using laser pistols and everything else. Here we go, some more antiseptic. Okay, we didn't actually have any before. We're just going to treat our wounds that are worse off. And with the first aid kit here, we're going to be picking up some alcohol wipes, some adhesive bandages, and some of those gummy vitamins. We have regular vitamins, but the gummy ones, they're just fun, you know? So we'll have those and then continue on here. And that's this house. So, I'm going to move over towards some of the ruins here and have a little bit of a flit around, see if we can find anything of interest. I guess we'll never know if there's going to be anything in these spaces, so it's probably worth us cracking them and having a look. Oh, like we've got something down here by the looks of things. Just around here. What is that? It's a generator of some kind, right? Let's see. It's an advanced Stirling radioisotope generator. Okay, how common are you? From the northeast you hear blam. Okay, nice. We're hearing gunshots, we're hearing sounds. That we're gonna wanna try and look into. We've also got laser optics, a high quality electromagnet here, a battery that we'll take, and I'm honestly not sure if we are going to need a multimeter for anything. But super glue? Yeah, sure. We have an industrial compressor here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to mark this as generator. And you know what? Let's use magenta for loot-related things. Yeah, there we go. So was it northwest or northeast that we were hearing the shots? It's northeast, so it's over, yeah, kind of towards the augmentation clinic, probably. If I had to take a wild guess, alright, let's maybe try and find out what that sound is, because that could be someone alive. That is an exciting prospect. We do have something else down here in the ruins. Acetone and a high capacity light battery. You know what, the ruins don't actually seem all that bad. We hear hostile detected from the north. You haven't detected me, have you? We're hearing blam. That's concerning. I maybe shouldn't be going towards all that noise, but oh, that's a lot of blood. Okay. Broken cyborg, and there's a Talon UGV somewhere. We can't see it right now, but we just got an indication that there's something going on. So, we've got the Scavenger that is suffering from heavy arterial bleeding. We've got a lot of casings that are on the ground. Okay, so we're just going to take a step to the side, and there we can see a Talon drone with mechanical fluid dripping. I think that these two are fighting, and it's not doing a good job. Yeah, there's a corpse of a Tangler down there. Now, I guess the thing, these drones can give us a fair amount of ammunition if we're able to take them down. I'm just going to move up here. Oh, that's an awful lot of noise that we're hearing. Northeast porcelain breaking. Okay, so that cyborg is aware of us. The drone is also aware of us, but it's dealing with that first of all. Can we try and take out that cyborg? I think we're going to try. We're going to take out the laser pistol, and I don't think the drone it's not going to have range on us. It's going to need to be way, way, way closer. So my question is, where? There you are. There is our cyborg. So how is the laser pistol going to stand up to chrome flesh? We'll find out. A precise strike reflects off of their armor plating. Are you kidding me? So the laser pistols, I think, are only going to be useful against fully organic targets. Well then, can we get this pipe staff up? We can, just blocking some of the damage of this cyborg. We're going to start moving back, taking a strike, moving back, taking yet another strike, getting 6 damage there, that's good. But these cyborgs, they can hit us pretty freaking hard. So I'm trying to be as cautious as we can be. Another quick strike, but not any damage. Yeah, that's the trouble here. Oh dear. And now we're seeing regenerators down there. Okay, so here's what I want to try and do. I want the regenerators to try and fight this. So if we can get it into this position here, if we can get it fighting the regenerators, then we can get out of here. We're going to have to grab the pistol and just go. So we're going to have to stand our ground for a little bit in the hopes that those regenerators show up before too long. That, or we just kill this thing. Okay, another quick strike. We actually do get some damage in there. We continue to try and strike. Unfortunately, as soon as our stamina drops, we are going to be in big trouble. And I think they're starting to close in now, so we really need to make sure that this is dealt with soon. Come on. Are they here? They're close, I think. That's not good. Especially with our stamina being so low, we need this to be a blocker, but at the same time, if it dies, we can just go. Come on. There we go. Finally. With that last strike. Oh boy. That's bad. That's very, very, very bad. Laser pistol? I think that's our only opportunity right now. And it's not much of an opportunity. Okay, 4 damage for a good hit? We need to do better than that. These things are going to start to tear us apart. We just have to keep on shooting. Its torso is on fire. Oh my god, it's back on full health. It's just near instantaneously back on full health. So I don't think they have a lot of health, but they regenerate just way too quickly for us to win against them. Way, way, way too quickly. I think the only opportunity here is just to continue to fire. Even then, we can't do anything against them. Also, this now has the heat tag on it. I think probably because we've been firing as much as we have been. Overheating can potentially damage it. I hate to say it, folks, but with what seemed like a situation that we were very in control of, we've now lost that control. These 2 scar-ridden regenerators in front of us, we can't hope to do anything about them. The only thing that we might hope to do now is to maybe get elevation. If we can climb on top of something. They're not grabbing us right now. They're failing to get through our armor, but eventually our armor will fail. We've got no stamina right now. They're just going to continue to regenerate. If we can get their attention on something else, maybe. Yeah, our stamina's not going to come back, not while we're in the middle of a fight like this. There is no way to climb around here. It won't support our weight. If we can get to an area, come on. If we can get to an area that's enclosed like this, we might be able to. No, there's a bed across the way. We can't get to it. We're closed in. There's no way out. There is no way out. We have scrambler grenades. We have fantastic armor on us, but that's not going to save us, not now. We can try and swing out against them to no effect. They will regenerate faster than we can damage them. The laser pistol has calmed down. We can try and fire again and again, but we just aren't going to get through them. There is no way for us to kill them. Even with their torso on fire, they regenerate faster than we can kill them. Healing slowly. I don't think that's a slow heal. We have 2 bullets in our actual pistol. Dropping the laser pistol to the ground, we pull the safe earth out. We have to try and get a good strike here. I think that's probably the best that we're going to get. We can't get much higher than that, right? Yeah, that's the furthest we've made it. 3 damage. 3 damage from a good hit. I hate to say it, but I see no way out of this. If we weren't pushed into a corner, maybe. But here we are. And they are slowly getting through this suit. We're trying to catch our breath, trying to get something, anything, but we got nothing. A deep bite as they slowly tear over time. This is a horrific way to die, and I think Carmen realizes that. As the regenerators claw at her armor, she has but 1 bullet left in that Seifert pistol. It is inevitable now. With her free hand now partially exposed by the deep bite, she grasps that necklace, the amulet of Saint Cyprian, whispering a prayer as the regenerators pummel her. It is here that we say farewell to Carmen Moulton. And that, Legionnaires, is why the vote is still so important, because this is an incredibly dangerous world in which myself and these survivors are unaware of the threats, just how potentially deadly they can be. And because of that reason, we are going to be moving on to our second survivor in this series far sooner than I would have liked. Carmen deserved far better. We can only hope that in death she has found peace. But now we move on to the survivor currently ranking at the top of the voting. One General May Crockett. May began her journey in the bowels of an aircraft carrier. Her aircraft carrier. In a turn of strange events, the carrier had been transported a great distance in a blinding flash of light. May had to battle her way through her fellow soldiers to, first of all, escape, and then in the end return, hoping that she would find some survivors, some soldiers that had made it, yet all were lost, and so was the ship. And while she waits atop that aircraft carrier, feeling lost, that sense of hopelessness taking over, just like Carmen, she too hears a great rumbling and a flash that whisks her away. With a start, Major General May Crockett comes to, standing up and looking over the smoldering remains of a corpse, like someone struck by lightning, charred to the bone. As her hearing comes to her, she makes out the sound of alarm, a klaxon. She can feel momentum, just like on a great warship, but the surroundings here are strange. The alloys reflect differently. In the harsh light above her, her weapons are gone, her armor, her equipment, and most importantly, her rifle. The only thing familiar to her is a friendship bracelet still hanging from her wrist. A warning blares over the speakers.
Please evacuate in an orderly fashion. Catastrophic damage received.
There's no time to waste. No time to ask questions. May must act. And just like Carmen, this is the exact same May from before. This is a May that I somehow managed to rescue from her save. A save that was cursed, so hopefully that curse has not followed her here. She is 40 years of age, a major general, and rocking some great perception there. And she's also rocking some injuries as well, an injury to her torso and pain to go with it. So, with a cool, calm, collected head, May gets underway. We're going to begin by wearing that communications cap, taking it off that corpse there. The orange hard hat too, the tool belt, and that wristwatch so that May might be able to figure out what the heck the time is. It's on the opposite wrist to her bracelet, so there's no confliction there. In front of her, an ID card is on the floor and lots of empty foot lockers. Looks like there's another ID card in the corner, but we already have one. Let's hope that's enough. We have an IFAK pouch and a large fire extinguisher, which we're going to go and pick up right away, as that klaxon to the trained ear of May doesn't mean anything good. Now this IFAK pouch that's here, we can't take the whole pouch, but we can probably take some things from within it. We're going to take the bandage, the gauze, and those adhesive bandages. And you know what? Hemostatic powder if we can take it. And while we're here, let's see if we can maybe quickly apply a bandage. We're going to start off with our torso because it doesn't actually have one. And then we're going to have to go for gauze on our left arm. Okay, anything down here, May? Yes, a crash axe. Very useful. We can just grab it, hook it onto our tool belt, there's oxygen candles, and throwable fire extinguishers, which we're also going to pick up. And would you look at that? Well, May would recognize the galley above her here, and we recognize this. We've seen it all before. But let's see if May might be able to do a little different here. We don't want to get too close to the fire because we're already really starting to feel that heat. If we activate this large fire extinguisher, we can really only extinguish right in front of us, which is not all that useful. So let's go a little bit further back. The temperature is a bit better here. We're going to try and wield one of those throwable fire extinguishers, and let's just have a look at May's throwing. She has a throwing of 1. That is somewhat better. Let's pull the plug on that there. We'll take a step. Okay. It's like immediate. It's immediate. I figured we might have like a second or two more before it goes off. It's immediate. Oh my God. Some things never change, huh? Some things never change. Okay. Well, this is alien technology, isn't it? Dear. Okay. All right. Throw that thing down towards here. Okay. That was a pretty damn good hit. We're going to hit it with more because something down there has caught the eye of May. Swipe card doors, which we may need to get out of here. Another good hit there, but we do not seem to be winning against those fires. I mean, maybe a little bit. I do wonder if we could risk going in with the fire extinguisher. Maybe we just try yet another throwable. We get closer, We take the heat for a moment, throw it, and see if we can get a success. There we go. It lands. Yeah, it is working. Slowly but surely, the flames are going out. Our head hurts. Yeah, no doubt, and that's from the fire extinguisher. All right, let's go down a little bit further. We're going to activate it. We're going to throw it, and let's see if we can get it right around there. A damn good throw, May. Excellent work. Okay, now we're going to be very warm while we're down there. So if we are going down, we're going to have to be fast. And fire extinguisher, okay, we're going to try and see if we can let things settle a little bit more. It doesn't seem like it's gonna. So we're just going to start running down here as quickly as we can. And we're going to have to step right in between the smoke here. All right, put that out. Put that out. That's good. We're going to back because we're going to be getting really warm here. All right, we're getting things under control. That's good. We can do the same over here as well. Extinguish. Nice. And obviously, the temperature is still going to linger. It doesn't have anywhere to go, unfortunately. But getting the fire out is going to help. Jeez. Let's make it quick. Let's make it quick. Torso is hurting. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. We'll take a second here. The rest of the smoke doesn't seem to be disappearing down here. Oh, that's bad. All right. And that's really painful. But let's try and get that open. Okay. How's the temperature in here? Much, much better. And there's lockers. A lot of lockers. Electronic gun safes. Really? I mean, yep. Well, that's just grand, ain't it? We have yet another room over here. We could try and get to it real quick. Move fast, May. Move fast. Let's try and get that fire out while we're here. 1, and we're going to go for 2, and we're going to go for 3. That's all of it. That's all of it out. But we don't have time to hang around. Okay. Door closed. Heat hot. Yeah, it's getting better though. And that's the main thing. Now, what do we got over here? We got a lot. We got a lot of everything, really. We're going to chuck on these leather gloves, first of all, and the glove liners that are there. We got union suits, company jackets. There's whole-ass jumpsuits here as well. A radiation biomonitor. We will put that on, sure. And it looks like we've got some extra supplies. Oh, yeah, there is a lot here. There's some morphine tucked away. Good for a rainy day. A sun shield that we can attach to our current helmet. The nape protector and all the rest. And then, yeah, a wrist computer that we really do not seem to have any easy way to operate. The biomonitor and the wristwatch, they conflict. Let's just take off the biomonitor for the moment if we can. We've got some binoculars in here, it looks like. A combat knife. And a sheath as well. Well, let's chuck the sheath on. And heading into our inventory here, we're going to designate that as S so we can activate the sheath and put the combat knife in there. We're going to keep the fire extinguisher for the time being because I feel like that's going to be wise. We're going to wear these ballistic glasses that are down here because they're going to be armor for our eyes. There are some hard leg guards here as well. We will be chucking them on. May doesn't know what to expect here, remember? Binoculars, yes please. The pair of thermal gloves, Antibiotics, yes please. We're looking for things that are going to be fitting us here. So there's lots of jumpsuits, cargo pants, etc. Lots of scarves. Honestly, the combat boots, that's going to be a yes. May is more than comfortable with them. Temperature, still pretty hot as we get closer to the door. We've got a life straw here. Useful, yes please. And now just having a look at our torso, we could have something that we wear over us, something like a jacket, a company jacket, for example. Does that fit us okay? It does, and it's not conflicting with anything either. The company's jacket is a synthetic jacket adorned with logos and colors of some interstellar corporation. Oh boy. Okay, all right, what else have we got here? A lot of everything. A hard chest guard and a carbide raider's helmet. Okay. We've got scrap arm guards and honestly just all sorts of things here. Well, the hard chest guard would be good for us to chuck on. There's also a straight up cuirass here. The average encumbrance is a lot lower and the protection is way higher. It's a steel freaking breastplate. Okay, what? Sure, let's put on the cuirass. Not what I was expecting to find in here, not by a long shot. And so yeah, there's lots of scrap stuff. There's also another IFAK pouch here. We haven't found any bags, nothing that we can use to carry things yet. But we can pretty easily make something if we need to. Is that another one of those computers? Mine countermine operations instruction manual. Yeah, sure. And oh boy, we got ourselves a pistol here. RM232. Nice. No holsters or anything else like that yet. Look at that though, an electro hack. If we can find batteries to charge that, then we might be able to try and hack those things in the other room. So we definitely want to make sure that we are grabbing the pistol out of here. If we're not going to pick it up right this second, we want to make sure that we can see that it's there. There's a gas mask here, a bandage that we'll grab. Shooter's Bible to rifle ballistics, yes please. Stuff about the Tokarev pistol. We got ourselves a light battery, good. All in all, this has been a very, very good find. The baton's also really quite good. The Raider's helmet, the protection is wild, but it is poor fitting, so it's going to be really quite encumbering on everything. This is vacuum cast carbide. It is unwieldy and heavy and lacks basic environmental protection, but it might just stop even the largest of ballistics rounds. Yeah, this is an incredibly good helmet. I don't think we could easily make that, refittable. The encumbrance on the head is 40, 20 on the eyes and 30 on the mouth. It's going to be hard going, unfortunately. Well, there's nothing else that we can wear down there right this second, but if we head to armor, we should be able to make just a basic pack. We do still need to have some kind of thread. Cargo pants and stuff like that, they can work. I guess the other thing is that we could actually just wear the cargo pants if we can find a set that fits us okay, so that we don't have to wear the jumpsuit. Okay, yes, there are. Okay, so we're gonna currently unload the crew jumpsuit for now, get these cargo pants on. All right, we didn't have to drop anything, so that's good. We're fitting everything at the moment. Electro hack, can we reload you? Light disposable battery, that's a good bloody sign. We still can't grab the pistol, but we might just want to grab it, drop the other stuff, Now there's probably a good chance that I'm missing out on something useful here. I mean, we could look at chucking on a utility vest. Utility vest has a storage of 3, which is the same as the high-vis vest, which this has actually, it's better protection and everything else. Our company jacket is conflicting with our breastplate at the moment. That's fine. That's totally fine. Yeah, still no chance to fit that, huh? Okay, we might just have to drop the fire extinguisher for the time being so that we can wield this pistol. Okay, we're gonna have to run across the way here because it's still going to be warm, right? Let's see. Yep, still really, really hot in this area. Okay, so I have no idea how long we have here. And yeah, this does all look advanced. But Maine might not think that she's in space. She's not seeing any water yet. Let's maybe just go for one that's close to the door. Because yeah, the temperature is okay here. Okay, what's your computing skill like, by the way? It's not bad. It's not bad. So we might be in with a chance here. Attempt to hack the safe. Okay, cause a short circuit. Okay, let's move along. Cause a short circuit. Each time that we do this, we are rolling the dice. We fail, but we trigger no alarms. Okay, we're just going to keep on moving along because I like the idea of us trying a new one each time. It's not actually taking us too long to try this though. Charges. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Okay, I think we might just have to call it. Can't hang around down here forever. Do we need to bandage anything else at the moment? I mean, yeah, ideally. Let's get one on our head and some adhesive bandages on just the weaker wounds. Okay, and we are going to be running through here for now. All right, let's get going. I mean, the smoke is gone. Actually, I think the temperature is kind of stabilized. Yeah, we've got things under control, so we should be able to check out here as well, which is just a bathroom. Yes it is. Check under the sink, nothing hidden there. Okay, mate, things are maybe a little bit more under control. We need a cash card to buy things from here. Food cubes. There's H2O, Sprite, soda. Let's go and wield that crash axe for a moment. Drop the pistol for now. And let's just try and see if we can smash this. We don't seem to be damaging the vending machine. The crash axe, its bash, is just not good enough, unfortunately. All right, put that back on the tool belt. We're not getting any food that way. So we will have to try another. All right, temperature is fine out here. May, you feeling good? You feeling fine? Let's have a read. Cargo Bay 1, Shuttle Bay 1. Moving along. I don't think there's any way for us to open that easily. We need an ID card down here. Yes, and that is for the workshop. Oh, that's not opening. We still have an ID card, but we don't seem to be able to open the workshop as it stands. And now terminals. Plenty of terminals and a pod over there. How very interesting. And all these corpses piled up. And what's very interesting about this ship is that we're coming across a lot of raider things, which Carmen didn't. It's not the same ship, mind you. But it is interesting just what we are finding here. We're going to take those medical scissors, purification tablets. Well, I suppose, yeah, sure. There's another poor-fitting carbide raider's helmet. The scrap arm guards and everything else like that, it would be nice to be able to chuck them on. Oh, saferts. We've got some pistols there. We didn't have any down here, did we? No, we do. We do. Quite a few of them at that. Okay, we can't grab those pistols. Not easily. Damn. That's a fair amount of ammunition. I don't think we're going to want to pass that up. Are we? No. Hot air. I don't think there was anything on there, right? Underneath all that fire? No. That is not the square for us. No siree. But yeah, these strange weapons here, these strange guns, they are interesting to me. Let's just go and move them away from the bodies for the time being. We'll move them out to there. And we're going to do the same thing with these ones as well. It's more ammunition for sure. So I think that could very well come in handy. What do we got out here? Checking. A fire axe. Just a very, very good weapon. That bash, that cut, oh, it's so good. But the thing is, the crash axe, it's very easy for us to keep on us. Let's just compare the two for a moment. You see all of the different techniques that we can use with the fire axe, and it has a prying of 3. I mean, you know what? That would be able to get us food for now. We can't try and pry the doors down there, can we? Because they're going to be electronically sealed. So no point in us taking the fire axe for that. We'll check the rest of the lockers though, just to see what else we have going on in there. The fire axes, they are good. Okay, more IFAK pouches. Take the gauze, take the bandages, and we'll just take the tablet out of the small bottle. And we might even take a tourniquet, just for safety's sake. All right, May. So, we have an escape pod. We also have thirst right now. We're going to be dropping this pistol and grabbing one of those fire axes, because there is a chance that we might still be able to crash through those vending machines that we saw before. I don't know how much time we got here though, so I'm trying to be as quick as we can be. I'm also having a look at this corridor here. Is there any way around? There might be. We'll have a look at that again in just a moment, but vending machines first. So let's see. Any joy here? Well, it's not telling us we're not doing damage, but we're also not getting through. So I don't think we can spend that much time doing that, unfortunately. So let's just try and move on for now. Try and move through this mess and see. Oh, okay, we can actually get onto the other side. Interesting. So maybe we can do the same. It doesn't look like we can do the same down the other end, but I don't think there is much here. This place has been pretty well damaged. Although, hang on. That's a spaceship over here, right? That's what we're looking at? Indeed it is. Well, I'll be damned. There's no power at all, but that's a full-on bloody shuttle. Very cool. Spaceship hatch, and then what do we got? Shutters. Oh, what is... Black pen, there's hot air on the other side. There's a computer console there. Okay. What is all of this? There's a plastic sheet back there, rubber bands, just a whole strange collection of things. Oh, okay, there's a door also. Yeah, there's a fair amount of hot air in here though, so we don't want to linger around for too long. What's that? It's a coffee maker. Okay, well let's just take the battery from it. We don't need a coffee maker. At least May doesn't think that she needs one just yet. We'll take that medium battery. There's a smartphone here as well. Nice, so we know what the time is. And I think because of having that phone, it should have an accurate date on there as well, which May sees as not set right, not even close to being set right. It is set far, far in the future. 500 years or more. And unfortunately, there isn't anything here for us, and these consoles don't seem to display much at all. No, hang on. You see here, one aluminium can and one active ship self-destruct system? I'm sorry, what? That's just a thing? You shouldn't be seeing this. I guess we shouldn't. Okay, so I think being in here, May sees the countdown. Okay, time to go, I think. Time to just get out, like right now. Run. Okay, we'll get back to the pistol. Yeah, we can't hang around here. No, we need to make up our mind as well. I think we're going to go for the other pistol, more ammunition, just in general. And we're going to open these ones up, and we're going to be taking those magazines. And that's it. We need to hope that this is going to work. Login successful, press any key, ready escape pod. It's ready. Okay, so yeah, there's lots of equipment in there. Neat. We'll be having a look at that once we're out of here. May, it's time to escape. Oh, and it seems like it might have worked this time. I say seems. We have landed somewhere. Beneath us, we have a number of useful things that are here, namely the bloody heat retention cream, which we are no doubt going to need because May right now feels just incredibly cold. She was sweating on the way down here, but now she feels it. She really feels it. So having a look in this emergency supply kit here, we can see that indeed there is a few bottles of heat retention cream. The instructions on the side here speak of rubbing it on your skin when you're expecting exposure to extreme cold temperatures, and for some reason, we're experiencing that right now, May. The distress beacon on this pod is broken. No one is going to be coming. And so, let's activate that heat retention cream, and I think we should hopefully start to feel a little bit better, and we should be able to see that in her inventory as well. Cold resistant cream. Very nice. Okay, so a few things. We're going to go and put this back holster on. There are emergency blankets here as well that we can help ourselves, warm up with. Right now, the temperature is actually quite warm. Looking at everything else that is here on this escape pod seat, we have ammunition for that rifle. Fantastic. Of course, the emergency blankets, the flint and steel, which we're going to be taking, the flashlight, the folding knife, the land for survival manual, the military mess kit. We're pretty much going to be taking all of this stuff. The short rope, of course, the cream. We can't take the water purifier with us, though, but that's okay. We'll take that empty bottle as well for the time being. The guidance system is toast. Let's just catch our breath first of all here, May. And let's look at reloading the pistol that we currently have in our hands. There we go, and reload the rest of that magazine. What a time, May, what a time. And I think let's also take the survival manual, which I wouldn't mind flicking through right now, but hey, didn't exactly have a chance. Outside, it is freezing. It is cold. And having a look on our map here, we can see two different locations. We can see Marshfield down here to the southeast, a collection of buildings huddled together, and we can also see this area out here, these hydrothermal flats, that no doubt the ship that we were on was above, or that it might have even crashed into. Worth us perhaps trying to find the wreckage of that thing. We also were aware that it was self-destructing. Now, there is a slight difference between the world that May is currently in and the world that Carmen was in. Originally, I had set the city sizes to be massive because I was kind of going for like a mega city vibe, but I don't think that will work very well for this seemingly abandoned colony. So what we will have is relatively well-sized cities, but very spread apart. In Marshfield down here, well, that's the first thing that May can see, and thankfully she's going to be able to see a little bit further because of her binoculars. I am still half tempted to try and go over towards this area to see if there is anything of the ship that remains. Circling around here, we're not seeing anything, but May is just seeing just desolation. And thankfully, we are feeling warm right now, even though the smartphone that she has is telling her that it's minus 47 degrees C. So she knows for certain that she's not going to be able to stay out here forever. No, that ain't gonna fly. But for now, she can trudge towards either civilization or what might be the smoldering wreck of the ship. and I think we got to get at least close enough to know before she decides if she wants to do anything else. So let's just trudge through that snow for now, see what we can get. Well, if the ship is out here, we're not seeing it, and it took us a while to get here. But there is a road leading north, and I suppose we are aware that there is something down that way based upon May's smartphone, but roads also lead to civilization, and so perhaps she might be able to find some up here. And yeah, to her eyes, it ain't much of a road. It's one that's been abandoned for a long time, one that just picks up so much ice over time that they can't combat it. It carries on, winding its way to the north. And we have what looks to be a small section of hydrothermal flats and a great ravine off towards the west. Yeah, it is super clear to May that something has gone horrifically wrong. Perhaps the same forces, the same thing that first of all moved her aircraft carrier also moved her to this space. Is it a conscious entity, or is it nothing more than the whims of nature and the strangeness of space? Well, we do have something a little different coming up to the northeast now. Another part of the hydrothermal flats, but how is it different here? Many of the same strange alien plants to what we've seen before, but we're also seeing pockets of hot springs, scalding hot water, not particularly safe for swimming. With a watertight container, you could gather fresh water from here, although it's not safe to drink as is, but we can treat it. We can totally treat that. So let's maybe make our way on over towards some of them. Is this place safe, May? We hope so. In the distance there, she can actually make out some hickory nuts that are on the ground. Well, temperature-wise, we seem to be fine right now. If we collect the water that we just accidentally stepped into, that was... didn't think that would happen. I was trying to interact with it. Didn't work though. Okay, let's pour it into the small plastic bottle. We're then going to use one of the water purification tablets, dropping that into there, and that is now clean water. But that's a very, very slow, inefficient way for us to do that. Can we not fill up the mess kit? No, we can't. Well, we dealt with our thirst at least a little bit, and I suppose we could also just gather up some more water for now. Yeah, I hit G instead of interact. I really hope that doesn't cause us to completely freeze to death. The gel should still be helping, but I think we're going to be feeling it a little bit more. Our feet are currently soaked. Not ideal. Well, as you might be able to see, this road has been winding on for now, and we've snaked very far to the north, away from Marshfield. Perhaps a bad idea, but May couldn't see a direct path to it at the time. It's starting to properly snow now. As May continues on this journey, we see something different to the northeast now, that ravine. She makes her way on over towards its edge. We want to be very cautious that we don't just walk off that edge. We'll see if there's anything down there, and it sure as hell doesn't look like it from this angle. It's almost like it was a lake at some point, but no longer. Oh, and that's just the worst. The end of the line? There is nothing. There's nothing at the end of this road. Nothing out here, May. Just empty craters, empty ravines. Far to the south is Marshfield. She's starting to tire, but she needs to find some form of shelter, some form of safety, and so she's got to carry on. And there, in the snow, a body, a human, frozen solid, wearing jorts. Oh boy, and the cold is settling in now. We need to reapply as quickly as possible the heat retention cream. And there we go. Okay, we will be warming up, but that cold, that damp and wetness, that made that dangerous. We are thankfully starting to get close to Marshfield though, and we can see something out here. A robot dispatch center. Let's beeline straight for that, May. Okay, her feet have gone numb, but she's found a structure. Closing it behind her, I am imagining this is similar to others that we've seen so far. We have an acetylene torch there, a very, very useful tool, but we will need some other things to get that going. Down here, we can hear activity. And there in the northwest corner, I believe we should have a way up. Let's take it. Closing that behind us, the temperature in here is feeling okay right now. Seeing as we are protecting ourselves with that cream, we have a briefcase, which we can carry for now in our offhand. A frozen energy cola, a small fire extinguisher, birdhouse monthly, some aspirin that we'll most certainly take, and a Glamopolitan. Over here, a lighter, yes please, advanced economics, which we don't need to worry about right this second, and in here, a steel jerry can. Okay, a bathroom maybe? Indeed it is. Doesn't have anything for us though. There is frozen water, however. The jerry can we could use to store a load of water. Right now we are in distracting pain, so we might want to end up taking some of those aspirin, and that's in large part due to the cold that we've been dealing with. So we'll knock back, let's say 3 of them for now, and hope that should start to help with that pain. And because we're a little bit higher up, we can see more around us, and we can see Marshfield, much more of a compact town here, and we can see everything that it makes up. Another robot dispatch center off towards the east, and another to the west there. And in the center of Marshfield, astrobiology labs, augmentation clinics, aquacultural farms, some offices, and a few scattered houses. All locations that May is going to need to scavenge through to find what she needs to survive, and hopefully to find people, soldiers like herself. One can only hope. And yes, we did lose a survivor today, and that's never easy in Cataclysm. There are so many things that we should have done different in that scenario, but at the time, climbing to get out felt like the only option that we had. We could have kept trying to run, but eventually, I feel like we would have found ourselves surrounded. And it's good to know that the armor is as protective as it is, but when we're fighting something like those regenerators, it doesn't matter what we got, they will heal. So it's gotta be something that's good enough to put them out in one turn. Major General May Crockett has her work cut out for her, and she doesn't even know it yet. Legionnaires, I ask you, if you did enjoy today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.